Welcome to IT Tutorials. This video is sponsored by Minitool Solution. In this video, I will be reviewing Minitool Partition Wizard 12.9. Before we proceed, full disclosure, Minitool reached out to me to do this review. They also provided me with the license key to do this. They don't have any influence on this review and I will be giving my personal opinion about the tool. So first you need to download the tool from the website. So for that, search for Minitool Partition Wizard and then go to this website partitionwizard.com and you will get this homepage for Minitool Partition Wizard 12.9. Then scroll down on this page right at the bottom and click on compare editions. Here you would be able to compare different editions. You could see the free edition, then the pro editions, and then the server editions. So click on view difference only option so that you will be able to compare the features for different editions. Now if you scroll down here, you could see that all the editions support from Windows 7 all the way to Windows 11. For Windows Server, you will need Server Edition and upwards. You could see the data recovery feature is not available under free and one of the pro editions. Another thing that you won't get under free edition would be the dynamic disk management options. And then if you scroll right at the bottom, you would be able to see the pricing for different editions. And then here at the top, you can go to download partition wizard option and you will get three options: free edition, pro edition and server edition. And you can download the installer file, and once the installer file is downloaded, you can run the downloaded file, and the installation is pretty straightforward. You can follow the instructions on the window and then complete the installation. You would get this icon on your desktop called Minitool Partition Wizard. Let me double click and run the tool. You will see the disks that are attached to your computer. So I just have one disk and you would be able to see all the different partitions that are created on this disk. And then here at the top, if you click on these small lines, you would be able to get the option called About. So if you click on About, you would be able to see the edition that you're using. Now on the left hand side, you will see all the different options for partition management. So we'll first take a look on the options that are available in the free edition. So let's say if I select C drive, and then some of the common things are move and resize partition. So if I click on that, so here I would be able to change the space for my partition. Good thing that I found here is that I no longer have to find out the numbers that I have to type. Provided a slider here that I can use and I can easily figure out how much space I want to use. There is a very easy tool to use to resize your partition. Then the next option is to extend partitions. If I want to extend my C drive, it asks me take free space from. So I can select from where I need to take free space. Again, there is a slider that I can use to decide how much space I want to take, and it also shows me the new size of both the drives. Then there is an option called merge partitions. So this option is specifically to expand the current partition to include adjacent partitions. So two adjacent partitions could be merged. And then we also have the option called split partition. C partition that I've selected is of type NTFS. And if I use split partition option, I can create a new partition called E partition with the same file system, that is NTFS. So again, there is a slider using which I can decide what size I want. Then there are some other options like delete the partition, format, copy, align, wipe, etc. So if you click on check file system, you get the options to check the errors and then also to check and fix detected errors. So this tool would actually run the chk dsk tool that is available in the Windows system that we normally run from command prompt. So this tool would run the same command and it will try to detect the errors in the file system. Now the next feature that I found very much useful was the feature called space analyzer. So let's say you have the issue of C drive getting full, then you can click on space analyzer select the required drive. So I'll just select C drive and then click on scan. And now the drive scanning is done. Under the tree view, the folder structure and which folders are consuming space. On the right hand side, if you could see, it has also shown me size on the basis of file type. If you click on file view, you would be able to see the individual file names that are consuming space. Now the next feature that I am going to show you is not available under free edition. So you would need any of the paid editions. So that feature is for data recovery and partition recovery. So let me click on data recovery at the top. This feature will allow me to recover any of the lost files and folders. So I can either select the drive and click on scan, or I can also recover files from specific location. Let's say click on scan for the C drive, and at the bottom you would be able to see the progress for the scanning process. So it takes some time for the files to scan. It will scan the entire partition and it will tell us which files could be restored. So in order to restore files using this feature, you need to first look for the lost file under deleted files option. So you can expand the deleted files option and navigate to the path. And if you do not find the file, then you can expand this lost files option and you can check in all these $dir folders. But if you do not know the path for the file, then here at the top you have the search box. So here in the search box, you can type the name for the file, and once you find the file, then you can restore it. Let's say I want to restore this particular .log file. So select the file, so click on save, and it will ask you where you want to save the restored file. Save the restored file on a different partition. Now another similar feature is for partition recovery. So if I select partition recovery and then click next, it will ask me the disk that was holding the lost partition, and then if I click next, and then it will ask me to start a scanning process for the disk. So this process will look for any lost partition on the disk, and if it's possible to recover that lost partition. And then you also have the disk benchmark tool. So this will basically check the speed for the disk. If you click on the start option, it will start to test the speed of the disk, and it will show you the read and write speeds. And then on the right hand side at the top, if you could see, you have the option called bootable media. So this feature is useful if you want to create a bootable USB flash drive. Select option, and then it basically gives you several options. It gives you the option to make an ISO file, or if you have connected any USB flash drive to the system, it will allow you to make that USB flash drive into a bootable drive. So I think this tool not only makes disk management tasks easy and intuitive, but it also offers many more features like data recovery, space analyzer, creating the bootable USB drive, and so on. So I would highly recommend Minitool Partition Wizard 12.9 for your home computer. If you found this information useful, then please subscribe to IT tutorials. Thank you.